Guys, in this video we're going to go through building a bowling action and the key things that we look at to try and make sure that a junior cricketer gets his basics right. To start with, we do this off only 2 or 3 steps. As you can see here, the player starts, he only needs to take a couple of steps, he jumps into his gather, front arm goes up nice and high. With their back foot landing, some kids will be front on, some kids will be side on. Whether you're front on or side on is determined by the angle of your back foot here at the back crease. So if it's directly side on, it'll land this way. If it's front on, his back foot will land facing the stumps. Most kids will be somewhere in between that, as you can see on this one. Now their front arm, we want it to go nice and high, and they must be looking inside their front arm. So you can see here, Bailey is not probably where we'd like him to be. We'd want it to be out here a little bit more so that he's looking inside that front arm. On the way through, back foot landing, they need to push up and out of that back leg and try and stay up as nice and as high as they can. His front arm locks into his hip and they drive up and out of that back foot, and making sure that they follow through towards their target. This one is exactly the same, just off a couple of steps, but from side on. So this time the same thing. We're looking for the ball going under his chin, his front arm going up nice and high, his back foot landing, locking up into his hip and releasing from as high as he can, and making sure that he pushes up and out of his back leg to follow through at the target. Once they've got that part right, they can then go back off a longer run. So you'll see the markers here, which are the channels, which make sure that our kids are running at their target, and then the 2 follow through markers to make sure that they're following through inside those markers and their momentum after they deliver the ball is still going at the target. Side on, again, you want their elbows in nice and close, their front arm goes straight up and straight down, their back leg drives to keep them going at the target. Now this one, the front on one, the key that we're looking at here is that their hands don't cross over the midline of their body. So if we drew a line down the middle of the player's body, we want to ensure that their hands don't cross over that line. Once their hands cross over that line, their front arm won't go straight up and straight down. It'll go across their body, and when they lock up, it will drag them towards cover. And it's the 2 things on their body that determine where their follow through goes is their front arm and their back leg. If their front arm goes across their body and pulls them towards cover, they will follow through out to the left. And exactly the same with their back leg. If they don't push up and out of their back leg at their target, if it comes around, then it will take them towards cover as well. So really important in their run-ups that you talk to them about keeping their elbows in nice and close, and that their hands don't cross over the midpoint of their body.